Picture this. It was fall of 2014 and everybody moved when this masterpiece dropped. We all remember the modern classic, My Little Pony Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks. The world shifted on its axis prematurely. It did, I swear it. The stars aligned and all was right with the world. Twilight Sparkle and the gang single-handedly restored world peace this night, and my little 5th grade heart still refuses to move on. If you forgot what went down, let me remind you of one of my favorite childhood movies of all time. Let me provide you a little recap, or maybe even put you on. Also, comment who your favorite pony is, especially out of the main 6, and if it ain't the following, then you're wrong. Just kidding, but like...
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
See the type of person you are.
Also, if you watch this movie in full, be warned that Sunset Shimmer was dragged through the mud an obnoxious amount of times, and we'll get to why in a minute. It was deserved, but still. So we start off with the Dazzlings, who are already up to no good. They caused everybody to argue in this restaurant and started sucking up their energy like crazy. Like, that is kind of bizarre. And now it's Aria's turn to speak. She's the first person to speak in this movie, as she should, because, oh my god. Her hair is just gorgeous. She is one of the prettiest cartoon characters I think I've ever seen. I would love to cosplay her or at least get that wig, but bitch, I cannot afford that shit right now. She is my girl, and I don't care whose side she's on, and I don't care. Aria is safe in my eyes. She is perfect. So basically, they got banished for their heathen activities and therefore banned from their unnamed world at this point. Also, Sonata, she's just there. She just exists. She's basically Ken. And Aria ate her lame ass up. That is main character energy, except the head behind all of their plans is Adagio. Very interesting name. I wonder if that means something related to music. Anyway, Adagio comes outside because she sees the magic of friendship being blast outside and she wants that bad. She's fiending for it, honestly. And she's so creepy because these facial expressions are spooky. I gotta give it to the animation team on this one. Adagio realizes this means that there is equestrian magic in a place that's not Equestria, which means the Dazzlings are from Equestria? They were once ponies? Damn, my memory forgot all about that. Then all of a sudden we get the first banger in the title sequence, and there's only more to come, although they basically spoil the climax of the movie, so we move. I love seeing all these ponies I recognize. The nostalgia is really hitting right now. Like, this is Bestie. Hi, Pookie. Hot take, I wouldn't trust Sunset Shimmer either. She was wicked in that first one, so I get why people are talking and not messing with her and giving her that side eye. Another hot take, Equestria Girl Fluttershy was the only time I could ever stand her ass. I couldn't even begin to like her at 10 years old. Like, I just can't with her. There's something about the Fluttershy in the pony form that was just too, I don't even know, something. I just did not like the way she talked, the way she moved. Like, girl, stand up for yourself. Stand up. So sad that Twilight doesn't start in this humanoid world of Canterlot, but I need her to bring her ass here. She is my fave. This story is not the same without you, girl. Anyway, the main plot of this movie is that there's this high school musical showcase that's about to happen to start raising money for the after-school programs. And then Principal Celeste brings up the fall formal, which was a fucking disaster in the first movie when all that shit went down. So let me just give you a summary of that because we're missing a lot of lore here on the Sunset Hate. Okay, so My Little Pony Equestria Girls was the first one, and Wikipedia provides a little plot summary, so here we go. I'm going to read some of that. Twilight Sparkle and her friends visit the Crystal Empire for her first royal summit following her coronation as the Princess of Equestria. Sunset Shimmer, a former student of Princess Celestia, emerges from a mirror portal and steals Twilight's crown, which contains the element of magic. After a chase through the castle, Sunset goes through the portal with Twilight's crown. The other princesses explain that the portal leads to an alternate world as the other elements of harmony are unusable without the crown. Twilight is tasked with retrieving it from the other world before the portal closes for 30 moons, and basically Spike tags along because of course he does. So in that world, she's a humanoid version of herself and Spike is a dog. So in this humanoid world, basically Twilight has to act as a transfer student, and apparently when she made that entrance to the portal, her crown got lost, and Fluttershy, of all fucking people, of course it was Fluttershy that found it, and she gave it to Principal Celestia, not Princess here, she's the principal. She gave it to her because she thought that was the crown, the prop for whoever won the fall formal. Twilight, believing that nobody's gonna fucking believe that it's hers and it's magical, she's determined to win the fall formal, and she has to run against Sunset Shimmer in order to get it back. Oof, bitch, the drama, the tea of it all. So basically, for a little bit, Twilight is acting like a pony because, of course, she is. She's a fucking pony. And then she ends up meeting all the main six, and they have this falling out. And it turns out it's because Sunset Shimmer basically broke them all up by sending a bunch of fake texts. Like, this bitch is sneaky. I kind of like the way she moved. She did that shit for real. She was devious with it, and nobody knew until Twilight had to come in and be like, this looks suspicious. Like, that's weird. That's suspicious. That's weird. Sunset, being the messy bitch that she was, edited a bunch of pictures to make it look like Twilight wrecked the whole fucking gym. And I mean, girl, like, she destroyed that shit, but she didn't. Although, Flash, who was apparently dating Sunset Shimmer, are you fucking kidding me? When the hell was this? I totally blocked that out of my memory. And then basically Twilight and Spike reveal who they are to the girls, and they band together and help her out and get all the other students to repair the damage. Basically, he proved Twilight was innocent. You know, they look all cute and shit. Like, that's my guy. Like, that is my man. She was like, girls, I need y'all help. And they had her back. Like, that is the main six. Like, they run this shit. They really do run shit here. Twilight ends up winning, period, as she should, but then Sunset got all jealous and she snatched it from her, and then she kidnapped Spike and threatened to destroy the portal to Equestria. And then all of a fucking sudden, when she gets that crown and she puts that hoe on, she turned into a demon. Like, I shit you not. Like, this shit was wild back in the day. I was on the edge of my seat. And then she starts hypnotizing all of her other classmates and wanted to make everyone a part of her army to go back to Equestria and conquer it. And then basically the friendship of magic saved the day, and they got the crown back and it activated, and they got all their like pony ears and wings and tail. And the girls used their magic to revert Sunset Shimmer back to normal and all of her classmates. And Sunset basically was like, oh my god, I am so sorry, girl. So yeah, that's basically how that ended. The main six ended up taking her in. Well, five now, because Twilight and Spike have to go back and reunite with her pony friends, and that's how that movie ended. That was a fucking wild ride. Okay, so in Rainbow Rocks, Sunset really has changed, and she could agree that she was berserk, because I remember her tweaking out like, you guys don't understand, like, this was pop culture history. At 9 years old, sis was going crazy. I thought Twilight was gonna die. Now we get another song, another banger about, you know, the school's brand new start and how all of that was a good thing. It's in the past, but like, it meant something. It was worth it. And when they play, they get pony ears and wings. It happens every single time, but they don't know why, because Twilight took her crown back. So shouldn't all the magic have returned too? Also, side note, their band name is the Rain Booms. Could use some work, babes. You guys have done some cuter shit than this. We can make it work, but like, fix it now. Then my guy Flash pops in the room. I swear to you, I had the biggest crush on this guy. He had me wishing I was Twilight every day. But anyway, he was asking if Twilight was going to come back for the showcase. Like, oh, he really cares. And then all of a sudden, Rainbow Dash is being Rainbow, so her and Rarity get into it. And Rarity drops that bomb again that Sunset and Flash used to date. Like, this was truly watching this shit for the first time. This was news to me. Front cover. Sunset admits though that she was only using my man to become more popular, and it's gloves off now, ho. Like, you are lucky you're hot and have self-awareness now, because, ooh, girl. Basically, it's time for Sunset to show the new kids around school what she acts to do, because she gotta make that good first impression, and you guessed it, it's the Dazzlings. Also, Rainbow Dash, you're kind of being a jerk right now. Like, lighten up and let the others have the floor, Miss Bossy. During this time, the Dazzlings are informed of the showcase, and it's just the most perfect timing until Miss Sonata almost ruins their entire plan. Like, she's one of those. She's the dumb one. She's the Karen of the trio, I see. Although the arguing was actually hilarious.
That's what I meant to say.
And what you would have said if you weren't the worst.
You are!
You'll have to excuse them. They're idiots.
But then Sunset was being all nosy and trying to touch the pendants, but Adagio stand on business. My girl gets down. She don't play. Pinkie Pie, you will always be famous. Trust and believe that. The Dazzlings' plan is to ensure that they're able to get everybody to fight, because they want that powerful equestrian magic in this humanoid world to essentially be their slaves. Like, it's the first plot again, but with music. But Aria is not having it. She's pretty much like Miss Adagio. That's the same shit we do all the time, and it doesn't even work out that well. And they start arguing once again, as they do. And I mean, it's just a 10 out of 10. The expressions are everything. Aria, girl, you need to get out of there. Adagio is kind of scary. Like, I get it, but like, you're a bad bitch. Too good and too pretty for this mess. Be a leader somewhere better. Next thing you know, they burst through those doors and our ears are blessed with the iconic song, Battle of the Bands. I mean, this is a hit right here. This is top of the charts, diamond record. This movie truly is my Roman Empire. You guys don't understand how much I would sit there and rewind that TV to rehear this song over and over again. It would be an hour-long rewind session. The movie would be fucking over and I would still be on this song. I knew every word. bar for bar, and I still do. It gets so hype. You guys gotta play this. You know I can't, but you gotta go listen. Whoever was on that track did their big one. You deserve awards. But the only people not falling for this showcase becoming a battle of the bands is of course our main girlies, and they realize that Sunset is right. Like, they're kind of weird. Also, why did the movie make everyone look like they have rancid farts when they're sucking up their energy? Like, they couldn't have made the energy being drained any other color? Pink, red, even gray or white? Like, come on now. But the girls snitched to Principal Celeste, but she doesn't believe them, and Vice Principal Luna, who is gorgeous, is gaslighting the fuck out of Sunset Shimmer because the fall formal and the Dazzlings earlier sang a little song for them, making them think a battle of the bands was a good idea. So suddenly, they have to participate and everyone has to make changes based on what they say. Like, that is power. I love me some Rarity. She is such a mood because Rainbow Dash is reckless as hell. I mean, look at this clip right here.
The portal's closed.
The girls get together and talk about the last time there was magic there, and our girl, our queen, our princess was in town, but she went back and the portal is closed, and they doubt that she has any kind of access to a cell phone. But then Sunset has the bright idea of using a book that when written in, the words appear in Princess Celestia's library so they can deliver a message. And side note, I was just looking up when Twilight became a princess because, I knew that it was in the summary, but I forgot exactly when. And then this question popped up, and who the fuck? Who the fuck is this? I cannot accept this. Basically, you'll see why throughout this movie that I will never let them be in love in this world. They cannot in this humanoid form. I will not let that happen. Cut to Ponyville, and Twilight sees the book and educates the ponies on sirens. Twilight says that she has to go back, and she makes a mirror that can transport the magic of the book into the mirror so she can go in and out whenever she wants, since the portal is still broken from the first movie. Spike is, of course, the only one that gets to go because he's Spike. And look at my girl Twilight, she is so cute. And she basically spills the tea to the girls about the sirens off screen, but then they talk about Flash, and Twilight gets all geeked like, oh my god, I need them together. I need them together. I forget if they ever do actually get together, but I know they don't in this movie. They flirt, but they do not get together, and that breaks my heart. Rarity gets super excited about Twilight having a castle now, and that is such a mood. Like, I love this girl.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
They also share about the pony ears and tail thing, and Twilight assumes that some of the magic from the crown stayed. Okay. Pinkie Pie knows that the Dazzlings are going to be at the party for all the bands that signed up for the competition, so they all decided to go pay a little visit. Everyone is side-eyeing, and then Flash runs into Twilight. Y'all, I'm living for this. They finally reunited. Twilight gives a little speech and a little warning for the Dazzlings until it gets a little, awkward. Turns out them holding hands isn't gonna channel their powers in this world anymore. And when I tell you this was embarrassing, bitch, I was on the floor. I was dying. Like, this is awkward.
Oh no, this can't be.
Everyone is looking around mad confused, and they just look so dumb standing there.
Look around, everybody on you. Look around, it's me and my crew. Y'all one.
More arguing ensues after Adagio fills the silence with her sassy remarks and then realizes Twilight and her crew are the ones with the equestrian magic that they are looking for because, again, they're the only ones unaffected. Then the girls bring up the idea that they might need to use the same type of magic to defeat them, like a counter song. Should have been a diss track for real. They needed to go word for word, bar for bar. And then everyone has to hear it in order to be free from their spell. Now, I'm gonna need Rainbow Dash and Applejack to get married already. Thank you. Slumber party at Pinkie Pie's house, and I stand by what I said. When is their wedding? Rainbow Dash is a sore loser though, baby. We gonna have to work on that.
Hey, I was about to beat you. I doubt it.
Living for that selfie, it's the little things. Pinkie Pie has a sister who's bland and normal. How in the hell did I forget about that? Rainbow basically ends up getting booted as the lead singer, and Twilight is doing a bad job with the new song she's supposed to write as their counterspell. And then there's a Mac feature. Rarity in her wardrobe is giving bust down as she should. One thing Rarity gonna do is look flawless, like born to serve. And now all of a sudden Rainbow is back as the main singer because they realize they have to advance and save the actual spell for the final when it's them against the Dazzlings. Except Twilight is feeling a lot of pressure because everyone is depending on her and keeps telling her that they are on her neck. All the Dazzlings have to do now is get the girls to fall apart from the inside out so they can access their magic through them arguing. So they have some tricks up their sleeve. So it's the main six's turn to perform, and they have to be good enough to win, but not good enough to unleash their magic within. This song is good, but they are getting pranked and sabotaged bad. Poor Rarity, for real. She just wanted to look cute, but her costume is magnetic. And not Twilight tricking on confetti and Fluttershy having to beat it out of her, and then getting the spotlight on her. This actually makes me feel so bad. Like, I would actually cry if this were me, because I hate the feeling of everyone's eyes being on me. And now that I think about it, the wives were the only ones that were safe. The power of lesbians is in full force. Now they actually start arguing about who ruined the performance. Love the derpy cameo. And now all of a sudden Flash is acting fake. And I know it's because of the spell, but it's pissing me off because why are you being like that? You're doing a whole lot, sir.
You're never gonna get away with this.
Why? Because you didn't? Oh.
Look at how Adagio ate that. I'm sorry, but her energy, her pettiness is unmatched. And did she lie? Now we get the cult classic Under Our Spell. Villain songs are truly the best. When I jump, you say how high, put your hands up to the sky. Like, the competition should have been over. It's over at this point. Give it up. There is no competition. They are the competition. They are the winners. They are the everything. I also love the animation here as well. Like, ooh, the energy. You guys don't understand how geeked this shit got me. Flash gets eliminated and walks away like an angry sim, and the finals are tonight, and they only have one song left before they advance, and Fluttershy wants one of her songs to be sung, and she's actually so cute, but there goes Rainbow Dash, again, denying it.
Don't know why I even asked.
Trixie is so messy, and so is Rainbow though, because she said she could win even as a solo act. Like, Miss Ma'am, your friends are right behind you. Why are you acting like that? They do awesome as I want to be because Rainbow Dash said so, and it's all about her. So self-centered, but it's actually fire, so I can't even be mad at it. Like, I can't make the music not bop. The guitar solo was also fire until she starts exposing her pony, so Sunset tackles her and chaos erupts. Everyone takes it the wrong way, thinking she's jealous that she's not in the band, but now that I think about it, that's valid. Like, did y'all even ask her to join? I don't think so.
None of this would have happened if you weren't trying to show off, as usual.
The Sirens definitely tricked Celeste and Luna into getting the main six into the final because they want that magic. They only got to do half the song. They should not have advanced, but they do because plot armor. The Dazzlings lay down some heads into Trixie's head to make sure our girls somehow don't make it to the stage, so they pull up to rehearsal, and Rainbow Dash is too good with her comments. Like, oh my god.
What are you doing here, Trixie? Pretty sure the losers are supposed to be up there in the cheap seats.
Say what you want. She is annoying as hell, but you can't lie. She's quick with it. Like, that is my bestie. That's sister. That's mother right there. Trixie pulls the trapdoor so they fall under the stage and are locked underneath. Fast forward a little bit to the actual competition, and Trixie's band is now in there since, our girls are locked up. And her song kind of eats too. Like, the bit that we heard was actually good, and I totally forgot about that song. They are breaking down, though, underneath that stage. The gays are going at it, and even Fluttershy snaps, and Rarity is not thriving, so you know it's bad. It gets so bad that they're now giving off energy for the Sirens to consume. Finally, though, there's a blue tint in the mix because that green was looking rancid. It was looking bad. The Dazzlings' final song, Welcome to the Show, is just as good as the rest. These girls are immune to flopping. It's the way that they've been telling people they're playing the whole time, too. Like, y'all need to wake up. Then the girls have their friendship is magic moment, and Spike saves them along with that DJ pony. I forgot her name, but she came in clutch because of her headphones. Honestly, this makes her, Spike, and Sunset Shimmer on the unaffected list because she never took her headphones off. Sunset didn't get affected, and Spike is a dog in this world, so I don't think he can. Rainbow Dash finally agrees to let Fluttershy play her song, and Rarity picks out their outfits, and then here come our girls, the main six, trying to break this trance. Now, I don't know how they went from under the stage to across the lot in the span of not even one full song, but who cares? They turn into their pony humanoid selves in the most fire outfits in animation. Like, my girls look good, they look good, Then this becomes a real battle, and they have to fight the Sirens coming out from inside the Dazzlings. Those poor girls were just vessels. And then our DJ came in clutch once again. She's underrated. That is the MVP. The Sirens are not fucking around, though. It's their turn again, and the next thing you know, the main six get blasted, and Miss Twilight lost her mic until Sunset goes and grabs it. Then they do Music in Our Hearts, which honestly, that's a good way to recover. And Sunset transforms and gets added to the rainbow. She did her big one. Okay, sis, you earned that. The Dazzlings are finished once their pendants break. The gag is they never could sing, so they run off embarrassed, and that's literally the last we see of them. Are they in jail now, or... Then Flash runs up and hugs Twilight. I screamed. The scream I scrumped was so loud, and I was watching this at 5 a.m. Like, ooh, best believe I was enjoying and making the most of my winter break. But for real, they should have been asked Sunset to join the band. She has vocals. Now Twilight has to go back, so they say their goodbyes, and we cut to the girls practicing, and Sunset runs off real quick to write to Twilight. She even called Twilight her friend. That's so cute. And then the movie ends, and then they got the end credit scene in there with another song. Wow, this was a wild ride, but gave me all the nostalgia I needed to end this tiring year. I hope you guys have a happy holidays. I know this is definitely coming out after Christmas because shit, it might even be the new year, so happy new year just in case. To be honest, this is one of the only sequels I have ever enjoyed more than the original. Like, this movie cannot be topped. The Dazzlings will never be forgotten. In Twilight Sparkle, I will love you to the end of time. No Beyonce. But anyway, which movie in the Equestria Girls franchise is your favorite? I don't remember watching the last one, but I kind of remember the next one, the Friendship Games, where Twilight meets herself in this world, right? Which is trippy as fuck. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Have a happy holidays. And I'm trying to make at least one more video during my month off, but I'm lazy as hell, so we shall see. Bye.